doing there, folks? Baters here with another Top 10. This week we're going to look at the Top 10 lifelike weapon mods in Fallout 4. Now remember, if you like this video, to hit that like button, because if I get enough likes on this video, I might be able to convince a jury of my peers that I didn't intentionally take a dump on Amber Heard's bed, despite all the evidence to the contrary. Now if you're playing on Xbox, be sure to keep an eye out for this dusty ball sniffer, as that's an indicator that the mod featured is available on your console. Note that all these mods are available on PC, as we do all our mod reviews on the PC version of Fallout 4. Now go ahead and set your spray bottles to the mist setting, and let's get to average baiting, baby! Here we have the Walther Gewehr 43 by Subleader 100. The only thing that scares me more than this mod is the thought of not being able to use this mod. To me, that would be a lot like a bad breakup, don't you think? I mean, I hate breakups, all the crying and begging, the desperate last attempt at affection. It's embarrassing, especially when you're asked to leave the movie premiere because apparently they don't know you. And security never understands why you're only wearing a trench coat and women's underwear, right? Then Halle Berry's all like, oh my god, how'd you get in my limo? You know, just playing it off like you're not meant to be together forever. Fucking breakups, am I right? It's just ridiculous. I love you, Halle Berry. This mod adds the Gewehr 43 to Fallout 4. Now it has its own custom animations, custom models, textures, and sounds, all of which look absolutely incredible in the game. The weapon is also customizable with custom materials and different magazines. You can make the gun look old, you can make it look new, or you can make it look a little used. All of which are sure to pump up your street cred in the Commonwealth. Now, if you want to obtain this weapon, you'll be able to craft it at the Chem Lab under the category Weapons G43. Or, if you're really lazy and you're playing on PC, you can just console command that shit to you right away. This is an absolutely incredible looking weapon mod that looks super realistic in the game, and one that's really, really fun to use as you're exploring Fallout 4. I rate this mod the face you make when you realize another guy's balls are on your head. This hat feels strange. Here we have the MW Striker 45 by Warfighters Workshop. Do you guys hear that? Yeah, that's the sound of this mod being fucking awesome. Ask anyone, they'll tell you. See, that's the great thing about the modern world. Everyone's got an opinion about everything. You know, you just ask them a question, they'll give you an opinion. Sometimes people will even give you opinions about things that you don't want their opinion on. Like, hey, you can't have that actor play that role. Or, hey, you can't say that word anymore. Or, hey, you can't sell crack to kids. Like, fucking get off my back already, okay? I'm trying to live my life. I don't need your opinions, okay? I'll sell crack to anyone who's got a couple bucks. Because I'm desperate. Anyways, this mod adds the Striker from Modern Warfare 2019 and its variants and blueprints into Fallout 4. Now, the Striker 45 is a forged tac submachine gun that was added to Call of Duty Modern Warfare during Season 2. It looks absolutely incredible in the game. It's got its own reloads, it's got its own sounds, it's got its own meshes and textures. It's just got all its own shit. Now, this weapon is a hard-hitting submachine gun chambered in .45 auto that will shred at longer distances than other weapons in its class. It also has a moderate rate of fire, which keeps the gun in control while being fully automatic. Now, if you want to acquire this weapon, then it can be crafted at the chemistry station. Now, this weapon looks incredibly realistic in Fallout 4, which definitely tickles my ball bag in all the right ways. And it makes an excellent, maybe not so lore-friendly addition to anyone's playthrough of the game. I rate this mod one lady who just realized that's the same volleyball that killed her father all those years ago.
I had a dream that it would end like this.
Here we have the Colt Single Action Army by Totally Not Toasty Fresh. This mod adds the Colt Single Action Army seen in Fallout New Vegas as the .357 revolver. Comes with level-less integration, a handful of mods, custom animations, and working power armor animations. Also works with bullet-counted reloads. Yeah, that's right. Now, the animations just look amazing for this mod. I mean, the animations alone for this mod, they've changed my life. Like, before the animations for this mod, I was living on the streets, putting cucumbers in my mouth for $3, and sleeping in a one-bedroom cardboard apartment located next to dog shit. After this mod, though, well, I still suck dick for money and live on the streets, but now I got a really cool mod in Fallout 4, so things are looking up. Now, this weapon behaves much like the .357 revolver in Fallout New Vegas, and to a lesser extent, the single-action revolver from Fallout 76. Now, this gun has a number of customization options, including 3 barrels with an alternate receiver and alternate cylinders, 3 material finishes, a .38 caliber rechamber, and also a much more modern style receiver. Now, the bullet-counted reload mod isn't necessarily required, but if you don't install it, your character will always load 6 rounds no matter how many shots you fired. And we all know, that's just fucking bonkers, isn't it? Now, if you want to acquire this weapon, then it will spawn on gun vendors and on triggermen when your character reaches level 8 or higher in the game. There's also a handful of them that have been placed throughout the world space. Oh yeah. I rate this mod, one guy trying to learn sports. Am I doing it right? No, Bobby. You're way off, man. Here we have the MK18 CQBR by FX0X01. This weapon is a real motivator, if you know what I mean. But you'd be surprised what would motivate you. You see, I found doing squats can be really tough, but if you position a cucumber just right, it will tickle your brown eye when you're at your maximum depth. And surprisingly, the prospect of being fucked in the ass by a cucumber can be a real motivator to get in shape. Anyways, I just thought you guys needed to know about that. Now, most guns are designed to kill things, but every once in a while, you get a gun that's not designed to kill, or destroy, or to otherwise fuck shit up. Sometimes, just sometimes, albeit very rarely, you get a gun that's designed to love. You know, instead of bullets, it picks flowers and blows bubbles. It murders negativity, not people. Well, you'll all be happy to hear, this weapon is nothing like that. This weapon is all about murder and mayhem, and the great thing is, it's so easy to use, a toddler could use it. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if a toddler shot one of those bubble-blowing bitches right in the face with this very weapon. Now, this mod adds a highly customizable MK18 CQBR that features a quest, custom sounds, animations in first and third person, and leveled list integration. This puppy also includes 4 unique reload animations for 6 different grips. So that right there has to get more than just a few pussies wet, doesn't it? It also has 2 new calibers, the .458 and the 300 Blackout, and a craftable unique variant called Punisher. I wonder what that's all about. There's also 3 options to get the weapon mod if you're in the market. You can get it on a quest like your fucking Bilbo Baggins. Now, the quest will start once your player character reaches level 25 or higher. You can also choose to opt out of the quest. This will add the weapon to the leveled list and to the crafting menu, so you'll be able to craft it at a chemistry station or find it on fallen foes. Then, there's always the immediate gratification option, where you just cheat. Like a wish from a magic genie. Puff! It'll be right in your inventory when you start the game. I rate this mod one tennis player with a phobia of tennis balls. It's gonna kill me. I know it! Here we have the FG42 by BW1s. Now, this weapon is like that girl you're interested in, but she doesn't notice ya because the bushes are just a little too thick, you know? Have you guys ever been just obsessed with someone or something to the point where local law enforcement had to get involved? Point is, just because they have a restraining order out against you doesn't mean you can't sneak into their house and try on all their clothes when nobody's home. Maybe take some pictures in the bathtub and steal a few pairs of underwear. Now, I'm not saying I've done it, but the option's always there, isn't it? Anyways, that's how I feel about this weapon mod. Now, this mod adds the FG42 to the Commonwealth. The FG42 was developed in World War II for German paratroopers. They needed a lightweight weapon that a soldier could be deployed with. They ended up creating an awesome gun very ahead of its time, the FG42. And this mod author has managed to recreate that weapon in Fallout 4. Oh my goodness. Now, it is a very rare and expensive gun, so that is reflected in the mod. Now, it's not added to the leveled list, so you actually have to find it. But there is one in the Museum of Freedom in a gun case with a maximum level lock. Now, the gun case is the same as the Cryolator gun case, except the gun case isn't frozen. Now, this mod also has a few customization options, including a standard receiver options, 4 mags, 2 barrels, lots of scopes, and 2 muzzles. There's also a shorter stock, but this is intended for third-person players to avoid clipping. This is an absolutely fantastic mod that makes an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod the rarely used basketball play. The old pick his nose to stop him from dunking technique. It's rarely used, but extremely effective. Up next, we've got the Fostech Origin 12 by Utherin. Now, this weapon is so nice. It actually helps people believe in themselves, you know? It shows us that if we believe in ourselves, we can actually be anything. And in today's society, whatever you feel, you can be, okay? Which reminds me, I'm in the process of suing the Department of Defense, mainly because I sexually identify as an attack helicopter, yet nobody in the Air Force will ride me into battle. It's like, what has a copter gotta do to get some goddamn respect? Anywho, this mod adds a modern mag-fed shotgun, the Fostech Origin 12, to Fallout 4. Now, the stats are equal to the vanilla combat shotgun. Now, the Origin 12 is a semi-automatic magazine-fed combat tactical shotgun developed by Fostech Outdoors. Based on the AK Action, it is basically a heavily modified modern version of the Sega 12. Now, this weapon mod is designed to be an alternative to the vanilla combat shotgun. All the stats are almost the same with the exception of 2 high-end auto receivers. The weapon comes with a unique first and third person animations and custom sounds, which all look absolutely fantastic in the game. This weapon also has a number of modifications, including 12 receivers, 2 barrels, 1 muzzle, 4 sights, 2 rail attachments, 2 grips, 2 left-handed types, 2 magazines, and 3 stocks, all of which can be modified at the weapons workbench. Now, this weapon looks realistic, it's a ton of fun to use, and it's got the stopping power to give you the confidence to bounce around the Commonwealth bodying baddies. So it's a beautiful addition to Fallout 4. I rate this mod one vampire that forgot tennis was played outside in the daytime. It burns! Ah, it fucking burns! Up next, we've got the STI 2011 DVC, Relic of the Modern Age by HWG. If this weapon mod were a hot chick on a dating website, I'd definitely blow up its inbox with some carefully angled dick pics. Yeah, she'd probably block me. Because apparently, I'm not good at what some people call small talk. Whatever that means. Did you ever notice that really hot chicks on dating apps with bios that read, "I'm super horny," always end up being a guy who robs you? What's that all about, you know? I mean, it makes meeting the perfect slut really difficult when everyone just lies on the internet. Anyways, this mod adds a customizable STI 2011 DVC to Fallout 4, and it looks absolutely incredible. It's got all its own custom meshes and textures, and boy do those meshes and textures really blow hot smoke right up my butthole. It also has some customization options to change it up in the game. Nothing crazy, but enough to mix and match to make you feel like you've given it your own personal touch in the game. Now, the weapon itself looks incredibly realistic because of those, again, those meshes and textures. I mean, I can't talk about them enough. I really can't. And it's got a decent amount of stopping power, so you'll be able to put enemies to bed pretty quickly. Now, if you want to acquire this weapon, then you can craft it at the chemistry station, or it will be available from vendors or enemies after your character reaches level 20 or higher, as it has been added to the respective level lists. Again, this is an excellent addition to Fallout 4, as this weapon looks amazing and functions beautifully in the game. I rate this mod one guy who wishes he listened to his father and became a lawyer instead of a soccer player. I regret everything. Here we have the AKE Volk by Warfighters Workshop. I have this theory about this weapon. Now hear me out. I believe that this weapon is actually a magical sea turtle that can grant you wishes if you just tickle its balls. I mean, look at it. It definitely looks like something that could grant wishes, right? It could have been, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, it's one of those conspiracy theories, you know? But I love conspiracy theories. I think they're great. They turn boring things into super sketchy things. What's not to love? For instance, I'm also convinced that Joe Biden is 900 years old, and he just sucks the souls out of children like the witches from Hocus Pocus to stay alive. What's that all about? Anyways, enough about me and my conspiracy theories. Now this mod adds the Volk from Infinite Warfare and its variants into Fallout 4, alongside 2 outfits from Infinite Warfare ported by BZW. Now this is a little bit of technical talk, but the animations were made with a ported IW rig on top of the Fallout 4 rig. So if you use the vanilla Fallout 4 hands, which most of us do, right? You might see some gaps. Also, it's important that you follow the instructions laid out in-game in the crafting menu. If you're told to use a specific attachment with another attachment, then follow it to avoid problems in the game. Apparently, Fallout 4's engine limitations made it difficult for the mod author to do the mod exactly the way they wanted it to. Either way, the animations, the meshes and textures, the sounds, all of it look absolutely incredible in the game. Now, some of the attachments for this weapon mod will require more than 2 perks, so just keep that in mind. Now, this mod will add 3 energy rifles into the game, the default Volk, Corruption, and Goliath. Now, each gun will be unique in its own rights. Obviously, I didn't show all of them because I didn't want to give away spoilers, but these weapons all look incredible in the game. Now, each one of these guns will be useful for different types of engagements in the game, all of which look and function incredibly in Fallout 4. Now, even though this weapon is theoretical and it doesn't actually exist, the mod authors did an amazing job on this mod, and it looks just so lifelike in the game. It's like you could just reach out and smell it, you know? Just, oh yeah, you know, that's how I smell things. It might be a medical condition, I don't know. Anyways, if you want to get your hands on these beautiful weapons, they can be crafted at the chemistry station after you download this mod. I rate this mod 1 basketball player realizing he's terrified of basketballs.
Please don't tell people I scream like that.
Here we have the Remington 700 by XQTon777. Now, when someone pulls a weapon like this on you, then there's this weird assortment of feelings that just go through your cerebellum. The feels are tough to describe, though. I find it's like that feeling you get when you might be having the best shit of your life, and then suddenly, you hear a stranger yell, "What the fuck are you doing in my living room, man?" You know, it's a little afraid, a little confused, and also completely satisfied. Now, this mod adds a custom rifle, the Remington 700, with various modifications to Fallout 4. Now, at the moment, the mod contains different sights, barrels, muzzles, nozzles, stocks, lasers, sights, and a flashlight, all of which can be customized at the weapons workbench. Now, the R700 uses vanilla animations and the sounds of a hunting rifle, all of which still look absolutely fantastic in the game. However, it's got its own custom meshes and textures, which look super lifelike and realistic. Now, this weapon does have a ton of customization options, including 3 barrels, 3 muzzle tips, 2 silencers, 2 stocks, laser sights, flashlights, and bipods, 8 sights, 2 magazines, and damage modifiers, all of which can be used to customize this rifle to look completely unique in the game. The rifle itself looks and functions great in Fallout 4, and it makes an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of the game. Now, if you want to acquire this weapon, it's really easy. All you have to do is craft it at the chemistry station. It's just that simple. You just go over there, craft it up, and then before you know it, you'll have a big old girthy R700 in your hands, just pulsating at the idea of bodying some super mutants. Yeah, it's fun for the whole fucking family. I rate this mod 1 guy auditioning for a shampoo commercial. So, did I get it? Well, we'll call you, okay?
No, he definitely didn't get it. Oh my god. Did you see that guy? He definitely didn't get it.
Up next, we've got the Russian Special Forces by Getsy 3D. Now, if this weapon mod were a piece of candy, I would gobble it up. In fact, I would even take it from a stranger, knowing you're not supposed to. Why is that? Why are you not supposed to take candy from strangers? I mean, they say you shouldn't take candy from strangers, but perverts don't sit on street corners anymore handing out hot toffee and consentless blowjobs. No, they've evolved. Now you take a sip of the wrong store-bought juice pack, and you'll be sold as an overpriced cabinet on eBay, only to then wake up on Epstein's Island surrounded by pervy politicians and a saxophone playing in the background. So I say, gobble up those stranger candies. And this weapon mod is like stranger candy to me, is what I'm trying to say. Is what I'm trying to drive at right now. Anyways, this mod adds a batch of Spetsnaz weapons that can be found in the Commonwealth. The pack includes 2 rifles and 1 pistol. The rifles are the AM-17 and the AMB-17. The pistol is the GSH-18. Now, all of these weapons look incredibly realistic in Fallout 4. They all have their own custom meshes and textures, and they look and feel so realistic in the game. They also have a lot of customization options. Now, the AM-17 and the AMB-17 have 11 receivers, magazine conversion kit, 16 scopes, 1 suppressor, 4 lasers, light models, and 4 vertical grips to choose from. The GSH-18 has 7 receivers, 4 weapon skin options, glow sights, and an optional Spetsnaz tactical mode, whatever that means. Guess you click that on and you can just Spetsnaz the shit out of people, I guess. These weapons all look very lifelike in the game, and they make an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. Now, the mod author is very cryptic about how you acquire these weapons, so I'll be just as cryptic as well. The location that the mod author gives is glowing, crashed vertibird, and skeleton, which means the weapons are located in the world space. You just have to go out there and find them. Again, the location is glowing, crashed vertibird, skeleton. So get out there, use your thinking caps, and get yourself some Spetsnaz weapons. Oh yeah. Fucking yeah. Just, I rate this mod the face you make when you realize a tiger just got loose and is coming right at ya. Oh my god! Thanks again for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to bitch slap that subscribe button like it's 3 weeks behind on your rent. Bitch! Where's the money, bitch? Where's the money? Where is it? Also, go ahead and hit that bell icon too, because apparently YouTube thought there should be extra steps. Why not, right?
I'd like to subscribe, but first I have to click this and this and do this. Oh, it needs an email. All right, and this. Okay, fuck. Just tell me when he's uploading. Fuck!
Once you do all that, if you're lucky, at the stroke of midnight, a tiny little Averagebaters fairy might come and tickle your butthole. Now, I hope to see you all again next time, and remember to keep on average baiting, baby.